applaud Draymond Green for that. Guys coming at you, you come back at them. I mean, like, you gotta know what you're doing and who you picking on and what poison you're gonna select. That was the wrong poison. Draymond Green's career or his accolades or his resume, his bio, whatever you want to say, is pretty damn good. I mean, when you start thinking about gold medals and you start thinking about championships and defensive players of the year and you just start thinking about all that stuff, if you can't match that, it's probably a good idea not to say anything, especially to Draymond Green, because Draymond Green is going to cook you like you collard greens. That's what he gonna do. He gonna try to barbecue your ass. So if I was you, I'd just be like, just leave the dude alone, man. You already know he's not with the you-know-what mess.
Yeah.
He's not with that, Freddie.
It used to be in the old days when, if you're a lion, you don't lay down with sheep. And I was never, ever part of that whole deal. If you're going to bring something to me and you don't have anything to back it up and I got 4 things that you don't have, that used to be the way back then. I don't mind guys now who have those kind of platforms where they can go on a podcast, Key, or they can go on a radio show or go on whatever form of social media and say, dude, you haven't even won anything. You haven't even gotten out of the second round of the NBA Western Conference playoffs. So you can say you don't like me, so be it. We don't know if people like you on your own team. Because why would you put that out there if you're Draymond Green if you don't know that somebody told you that about Dillion Brooks and you're willing to stand behind it? Most people say something and clap back and do. He not only brought that, he brought specifics. Guys may not even like you on your team. Now, to do Brian Windhorst, why would Draymond say that? Why would he do that? Because somebody has got next to Draymond and said, man, Dillion Brooks not only ain't all that, but on his own team, you got dudes that don't like Dillion Brooks.
Oh, of course, 100%. And I understand what you're saying. You know, you kind of in the past you would just not get caught up in the mess. That's kind of how I am. I don't. My career speaks for itself. I don't need to try to balance your negativity out. Unless you really just get under my skin,
sure,
to the point where I'm gonna cook your ass. Now I can do it. I can burn some dudes up, but I don't. You know, I always was one of those guys though, Freddie, that just I look at it because I know where it's coming from. It's coming from jealousy.
Consider the source.
Like you are jealous. I consider the source. You wish you could be me. You wish you could look like me. You wish you could move a room like me. When I walk in, the room is dark. All of a sudden, it lights up. You wish you could be that guy. So I understand those things. So I never was one to be like trying to, go back and forth unless you just couldn't, like you just keep talking.
Right.
And then you're going to find yourself quiet in the corner crying somewhere. Because I'm going to cut you to the white meat. I'm not going to be easy. I'm like Draymond Green. I'm not going to be easy on you. I'm going to hit you where it hurt. I'm going to hit you where it hurts.
Golden State and the Memphis Grizzlies play tonight at 7:30 Eastern Time on TNT. Keyshawn Johnson, Freddie Coleman together on Keyshawn, J. Will and Max and ESPN Radio. You mentioned something that I just thought of in terms of cooking somebody. Because more than ever before in these modern times, that seems to be the par for the course. That seems to be the path. And I've never been not with that. If you're going to bring smoke to somebody, then you better expect it in return. Dillion Brooks is what I like to say the modern-day athlete, that you haven't done anything, but you feel the need to speak up to show people that you're better than you are. And Draymond Green is the modern kind of athlete as well. The difference is he's not just going to be quiet, but also more than ever before, if he's got something he knows that you don't have, if he possesses something and has been a part of something that you may not even get close to, those days saying, let my resume speak for itself, Draymond's like, yeah, here's my resume, and by the way, here's something else on top of it. I don't mind athletes going at each other because if you start it, you better be able to finish it if you're Dillion Brooks, because a guy like Draymond Green, Keith, like you mentioned, for damn sure is going to finish that.
Yeah, I don't mind it either, Freddie. I like it. I think it's hilarious. Dillion Brooks hopefully learned his lesson.
Probably
he'll never step into that again. And if he does step into it again, he'll get fried again. I just think, for me, I just, because just like Draymond, I'm sure Draymond know where it's coming from, like where it's coming from. Like me, I always knew when somebody said something negative about me, it's because you're jealous. You want to be me. You wish you were me. And you can't be me. And so you got something to say.
Well, how do you fight the temptation when that happened to you? I mean, because
I'm bigger than you, man. I don't need to. You small. You're a little peon to me. So I don't need to engage in that type of activity into such due time that you get on my nerves to the point that I have to. And I'm so slick with it, it ain't even gonna be a long conversation. Like I said, I'm gonna cut straight to the white meat. So I'm going 80 miles an hour down 95, and I'm gonna get to the next exit in a heartbeat.
So was it more from fellow wide receivers or D-backs? Where did a lot of that come from towards
It's
you?
not the D. No, it would be more people that felt like they were probably on the same level as me. Felt that they should have been drafted like me, felt they should have had a lifetime shoe deal with Adidas like me, felt like they should have commercials like me, felt like they should have 17 years at ESPN like me. That sort of behavior. It doesn't, defensive backs, and I'm cool with everybody for the most part. No one really, it was only maybe a handful of guys, 2 or 3 guys that always just running their mouth, but that's more of a jealousy standpoint.
Okay.
Like, you're the one that put yourself in that position. It ain't my fault.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.